All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Um, this is accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters. And once again, I would like to welcome you all, those that have been following us. Don't stop following. Those that have been giving us their reviews, those that have been sending us good reports about what they have been learning. Please don't stop reaching out. Don't stop spreading the good news that we have currently, the nation building platform. This is a remarkable venture, all right? And without further ado, I would like to ask our host to play our promo video. And before he plays that, I'd like to appreciate our global president in the person of Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, the one to whom God gave this great vision, and his wonderful wife, the global first lady, in the person of Chief Mochmarayo Badmus. Thank you for supporting Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. Thank you for helping him out. Thank you for giving him moral support, words of encouragement, and all that. And I want to appreciate our 001 Accurate Knowledge and Information Revolution. And let us dive into our promo video so we switch to the business for the day. Thank you.
Knowledge is power, and the knowledge and information revolution is about sharing it freely. We live in a world where access to education and information can change lives. At Global Clusters, we champion this revolution by promoting lifelong learning, critical thinking, and the free flow of ideas. This is more than access, it's about empowerment. By equipping individuals with knowledge, we unlock innovation, drive progress, and shape a brighter, more informed future for all. Join us in spreading the light of knowledge and transforming the world, one idea at a time. Knowledge is the foundation of progress. Be part of the knowledge and information revolution at theglobalclusters.org. Stay informed about new revolutions, events, and insights. Every meeting is a chance to grow, innovate, and contribute to a more enlightened world. The revolution needs you. Join us now.
All right. Good evening once more. So, real quick, it is Accurate Knowledge and Information Revolution. And, okay, is boss in? Okay, so it is Accurate Knowledge and Information Revolution. Please kindly mute. Please, if you're coming in, kindly mute. Thank you. I would like to talk about redefining growth and transformation. Redefining growth and transformation. So I'll give us a story. Imagine two farmers. One has hundreds of seeds, but no knowledge of how to plant them. The other has fewer seeds, but accurate knowledge of timing, soil, and watering. Who produces more? Of course, the one who has the accurate knowledge. It is one thing to have seeds you want to plant or you want to sow. It's one thing to have seeds you want to sow. It's another thing to know how or when to plant such seeds. Okay, so it is very, very important. What we're saying in essence is that if you are going to plant a seed, you cannot just say, oh, this is a seed, and if I plant it, it will grow. So if I like, I can plant it when it is raining, and if I like, I can plant it when the season is out of season. No, It doesn't work that way. You have to understand the kind of seed you want to plant, like the season. You should know when to plant that seed. Some time ago, I was asking somebody, I said, why are we not growing apples in certain regions, like in certain countries? And the person was saying, oh, okay, it's because of the weather, and there's a particular weather that will really boost its growth, that it does not just grow anywhere. It has a specific kind of soil, temperature, and all that. So what we're saying is, in essence, is that if you're going to plant any seed, you have to know when to plant, how to plant. And in order to get it right, you have to understand timing. You have to understand the soil and how to go about it. Otherwise, nothing is wrong with the seed. If you plant it at the wrong time, in the wrong soil, it will not germinate. Not because the seed is bad. No, not because the seed is bad. The seed is not bad. Nothing is wrong with the seed. The problem, where the problem is your timing, your soil. So you cannot just pick any seed anytime you like. Okay, I want to plant.
Excuse me. Hello, is this a conversation regarding Remedy Earth? Am I in the wrong place?
No, you're not in the wrong place, sir. Hello,
okay,
sir.
Okay, just making sure. Hi. Hi, this is John Samidian from Remedy Earth.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm happy to talk about seeds, but I want to make sure I'm in the right group.
Yes, sir. We were actually waiting for you. Earlier on, I asked the host if our spokesperson is available. So sorry, sir. So we had to continue. We're very glad you're on ground right now, sir. So I'll gladly hand over to you, sir. You're welcome, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
You. Nice to meet
Please
you
go
all.
ahead, sir.
Hello, Peace. Are you here? Can anyone hear me?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Please go ahead, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay. So,
Okay, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. I think there's a big delay. Okay,
yes, sir.
There's a very big delay, so we'll just have to see what happens. But okay. So my understanding is there's a conversation to be had about your entity interested in my power solution. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So would you like me to give you the sort of 5-minute overview of the business?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, firstly, can you just give me a bit of background about who I'm talking to and who's on this call?
Okay, you're talking to Mr. Fares, sir. I am the anchor for today. Yes, I am a clusterian, and
okay.
I am okay. Yes, sir.
For the purpose of clarity, can I just do a run?
I can't hear him. It's breaking.
Yeah, Peace. You got a bad line.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
For the purpose of clarity, I would like to do an introduction so they will have a better understanding before you just come in. I know how very tight your schedules are.
Okay, Sir Peace. All right. Okay, Sir Peace is here. Please, over to you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much. Um, Yesterday we had a very interactive section explain to them the advantage, the benefits of our technology, and how the technology is presently changing the narrative in the global electricity supply market. The global clusters are communities of positive thinking people who are trying as much as they can to expand the reach of sustainable development across the world. So they are spread across all the continents of the world. Yesterday we had a session with them and they said they would want to see the space behind the demand driving the vision of expanding the reach of the technology across the nations of the world. So that was why we had to call for this meeting. So you can just do a brief of introduction and then they will just take it up from there.
Understood. Thanks, Peace. Can you go on mute now because there's some feedback on your line?
Yes, I'm muted.
Okay. Okay. Let me just go into it because I appreciate that everyone's time is short and I'm driving. So I'm going to talk now for about 5 minutes. Please tell me if you can't hear me or if there's any problems because there's a big delay. So just let me know if you can't hear me, okay? Can you all hear
Yeah,
me?
you are good to go. We can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. So our company is Remedy Earth. We are the master distributor for the Paradigm Power Plant IP. Okay, we are a new company with new IP, but the technology that you're going to hear about has been around for a long time. It's been around for 70 years. And at the core of our technology is industrial induction heating at a huge scale. So we have 30,000 gallons of distilled water in a huge patented pressure vessel that turns water into steam. Steam powers a steam turbine. 85% of the genset is off the shelf. We capture the output steam in a closed loop system, and that covers the parasitic load. From that point of view, we then produce 100% green power, but more importantly, it's 24/7. It's baseload power. So in a world of intermittent power brought to you by wind and sun, we are always baseload power. Plus, we are small and distributed, so we're being employed to drop next to substations, next to anywhere because we're small and compact. As I said, we're day one of our business. We've landed our first deals. We've landed our first deals because the technology most of it is off the shelf and tried and tested, and two, it comes with a very robust insurance policy. But to be clear to everyone on this phone, there is not yet a working unit installed at scale. We've just closed our first deal, and that will be built very soon, so you can see it in action. But the reason why we have so many deals being confirmed is, as I said, we're at gigawatts of deal pipeline right now. The reason being is, as I said, the tech's been around a long time, and it comes with a no-risk insurance. So people want to get in front of the production schedule because there will be a production lag. So we are the worldwide distributors. If you buy the unit in cash, it works out extremely affordable. If you amortize over 30 years, it works out around 2.5, 2.6 cents a kilowatt hour. And then obviously if it's via PPA, it's the usual deal in place where it's about what the guarantee is over 25 years, etc. And you're looking between 8, 9, 10 cents a kilowatt hour, sometimes more depending on the credit rating. So that's the short version. Fundamentally though, what you need to think of from our point of view is we provide energy independence. Essentially you have your own mini power station producing 24/7 baseload power, and it's 100% green. And so that is pretty unique in the market. That's the short version. And obviously, if there's interest at your end, we can have a deeper dive with our tech teams and show you what it really does. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Sapis?
Yes, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, it's breaking, but can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
We
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
you
hear you.
clearly.
We can.
Yeah, yeah.
We can.
Peace, you're a bit clear. You're a bit clearer now, Peace. You've been a bit Dalek-like.
All right, thank you, Mr. John. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Thank you for the explanation, for breaking one of two things, for breaking it down. Thank you. So right about now, I'd like
Yeah.
to hand over to Sapis to continue from here. Sapis,
Oh,
please, over to you,
okay.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very much. Global CEO is a very busy person, so we'll just permit he gets off the platform so he can concentrate on
Okay.
other things.
I'd just like to say, thank you everyone for your interest in our power. I'll say one last thing to you, okay, before I drop off. The pressure on me, and the pressure on me from above, for my bosses, is to get mass adoption of this technology as quick as possible for two reasons. One, to fight climate change, and two, to help the dark parts of Africa. Our technology can really help Africa in a massive way, and we're quite excited about that. So all the help we can get from you guys, all the help we can get from partners like yourself, we will open arms, work hard with you to close deals and change the people's lives for the better. Plus help the economy and help people's lives. So I just want to say thank you for your interest. And I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Superpeace, and I'll speak to you guys very soon. If you need a deeper dive on the tech and stuff, I'm happy to set that all up for you. Okay, have a great weekend, everyone. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much, sir. That is our global CEO. Is actually very busy, and I had to plead with him so he can just come attach your face to the name. I don't know if there's any further questions from this point. I made a bit of a preliminary explanation of the technology, and my boss has done almost the same. So I don't know if there's any question, there's any clarification, there's anything that you might want to know that will help the process of marketing and expanding the reach of the technology across your catchment area.
Yes, good evening. My name is Clotilde from Layo.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I was privy to be involved in yesterday's training. To also, I want to say thank you for this new technology. However, my
Thank you, sir.
question is, what is the minimum kilowatts that can be generated, or that a complaint or your complaint can install for individual, or for a company, or for a school, so that
For the
when we're talking to them, we'll be able to say this is the minimum you can, and this is the cost of it. Even though I'm going to still have some training later in the day when we assemble ourselves, like I said yesterday. So those are the few questions I want to throw to the.
um, our entry point is 2 megawatts. Sometime last month, our engineers started developing smaller units, 1 megawatt and 500 kVA. But
Okay.
along the line, we said we should stop marketing those units because they are not profitable for us. So at the moment, our entry point is 2 megawatts.
Okay. 2 megawatts. Okay. I'm good.
So is there any other question?
Okay, for those who do not wish to unmute and speak or ask their questions, please, you could just help us by typing. Just go to the chat box and just drop it there. Please, okay. I can spot Master Genie. Master Genie, okay. Clusterian Avose Joshua, Please kindly unmute and ask your question. Sir Peace is here. And for all those who joined yesterday's meeting, of course, you would have been able to pick one of two things. So in case you were not able to ask your question yesterday, while Sir Peace was yet speaking, please do so now. You have the opportunity to ask your question or questions now, please. Thank you.
Yes. Can I
Okay,
still have
I
another
can
question,
see
please?
you are very, very free, sir. That's the essence of
Okay.
having this meeting today. And I
Okay.
expect a very large number of people to be here this evening,
Okay.
honestly. So go ahead, sir.
So,
Go
so
ahead,
my
please.
another question that Jermaine is that for these 2 megawatts, how much will it cost a complaint? Or can I say how many hours is it per day? Or is it depend on power usage for 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 that individual? Or these 2 megawatts, let's say it's for a month or 2 months or it's for a year. So I want to
No,
have an holistic understanding of it.
no, it's the capacity of the plant. Every plant has capacity.
Oh,
Uh,
fantastic. That means
yes,
before we will come, we'll have asked their consumption rate, maybe per day, per week, per month, before you can now come
exactly,
and
exactly. There's what we call the power audit, like what I did for the National Hospital. At peak period, they consume 2 megawatts. Off peak, they do 1.2, 1.3. So their
okay.
plans were once they are during their off peak period, they can sell the other ones to neighboring customers who might need power from them. So peak period, they consume too much. So basically, what we just need to do is to do a power audit so we can ascertain what the consumption is. So, but like I said, the least we have is 2 megawatts, and on an outright purchase platform, a 2 megawatt will cost $12.8 million. Like I said, the technology is arguably the most expensive in the market at the moment. But because we know very how how the Africans are here, we know how customers are in this part of the world. So basically, what we recommend is the PPA model where they don't have to pay a dime, they don't have to put in a penny. What they just need to do is to sign a PPA agreement with us for 25 years and all the necessary requirements on take or pay for 90%. So whatever we generate, they pay for it until the expiration of the power purchase agreement.
Okay. Now, the generating plant, will it be within the vicinity of the company that wants to buy into this process?
Yes, it will, because like I said yesterday, we have the best footprint.
Okay.
If you need to install a 2 megawatt solar farm, you need between 60 to 100 acres of land, depending on the kind of solar panels. A 2 megawatt of a plant requires just 176 square meters. So it is less than half,
A
less
plot.
than half, less than less than half a plot. That is 176 square meter, less than half a plot.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so and we would prefer to install our equipment on on a land owned by us or under a long lease by us, because we wouldn't want to install our equipment on the land owned by our customers. The reason why it's so is because if there's problems, um, maybe for example, customers are not paying as they should, and we
Yeah.
are now we are now legally wanting to enforce the
Okay.
agreement. Means we can move our equipment, to wherever we want to take it to. I had the detailed meetings with the chief of army staff. They said they wanted to get the army barracks off the bridge. Honestly, after meeting with them, they wanted to give LOI, but I went back and started thinking, these army people are stubborn. If I come and mount my plant on their land, if they don't pay, they will beat me up. Is it police that you go and call to come and help you?
That's
So
Nigeria for you.
I just left. I saw the way they were beating the Keja Electric staff when they went to their office because they
No,
went and disconnected their line. So when I
those,
looked at it, I just told my team that see this Nigerian army thing, let's not do it. Oh. I don't have time for army wahala. They can come and beat us because they don't pay. There's this entitlement mentality they have. Well, yes, blah, blah, blah. But we are businessmen and women, so we need to recoup investment. The funds are not our funds. So I just told my team, please, in order for us to be on the safe side, let's just forget about the Nigerian army because the truth is there are several barracks. When you look at the living condition of these soldiers, there's nothing to write them about. Their salaries are not. So when they are not paying and you want to move your equipment, the army people will beat you up. Nobody will help you. The Nigerian police will not help you. Nigerian Navy will not even the federal government of the president will help you. So in order to be on the safe side, I wouldn't want to do a deal that has to do with the Nigerian army and even the Nigerian police.
but
So that is it.
if it's for outright, they can use their land.
No, if they are buying outright, of course they can. They are free to. They are free
But
to. We maintain
but yeah.
for an outright purchase. We do 5 years O&M free of charge.
Okay.
Yes. Mm.
Okay. Well, another question: what is the cost per unit? Because these are the
Um,
things they will ask us. We need to be really
there, there,
detailed so that we'll not go and mess
there,
ourselves up because of
there,
marketing it.
yeah, there are several factors that determine the price per kilowatt. One, you look at the cost of living adjustment, the COLA. Two, you look at the cost of living adjustment. You look also at the duration of the power purchase agreement. But I'm just going to give you a workable range. Our prices are between 8 cents to 10 cents. So
8 cents.
to 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So the 8 cent is about 120 or 130 naira per kilowatt. The 10 cents is about 160. So at the moment, for maximum demand customers, according to the NEC electricity tariff regime, they are selling for 209
Yes, yes, yes,
and
yes.
they are trying to increase to 225. And even on that tariff regime, they are not guaranteeing you 24 hours power. The best they could do is 20. Even the 20 is not even all the cases. Because the distributors are not the one generating. It is only what is generated that is distributed to them. When you ask Ikeja Electric, how much of power you guys get? We got only 50 megawatt, and we are channeling it to Ikeja. We're channeling it to the substation in Ogba. So when they get this power, they look for areas that are metered so that they can recoup their investment. So it is what they get, that is what they distribute. So if you compare their price to our price, you realize that we have the best price. Ours is between 8 cents to 10 cents, which is about 120, 130 to about 160 naira per kilowatt.
Mm.
When you collectively look at your cost of fuel power generator, diesel power generators, and you integrate it into your grid power, you discover that you may be spending far more, between 240 or 250 naira per kilowatt hour. 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 2 Like I said yesterday, the MTN data center in Ojota, they are paying 320 naira per kilowatt hour, which is crazily expensive, you know. So, but because they don't have option, without power they cannot run. So, power is very important for sustaining the telecommunication sector. So that is why they can do anything for power. You know.
Hmm.
So we also have plans to, penetrate the telecommunication sector. We have already started with MTN, Airtel. Discussions are ongoing, and also some of these data centers, these ISP providers who have data centers and the rest of it. We signed, like yesterday, I said we signed 10 megawatts with Tingo for the Tingo data center. So these are people who are in desperate need of power. 80% of their profit is going into power. So it is almost like a loss for them, especially when they are using diesel to power their data center. It's crazy. The expenses is crazy. And that is why we've experienced periodic increase in the tariff of data and airtime recently.
Yeah. Okay, please. I have other two questions and advice. And the first one is assuming the client does not have a space. One, of course, if he has a space, we're not going to agree. But within his or her vicinity, there is no space at all. How do we solve it?
So there will be space. It's not, it's money. There's no,
You know Lagos, so you know
there's
Lagos.
no place, there's no place that there's no space. It's offer.
Okay. Now the second one now is that you see, personally, when I listen to your word yesterday, and I see that is going to people will definitely going to uh, go with this project. It's a very good and laudable project. However, those of us who really resonate with you, we need training. That is the truth about it. Because I cannot go out there and be telling people I have this, I have that, and they're asking me questions. So technically, of course, I know that what global president honorable will do, I know you will do that, but let's expertise on that so that the training come up on time and will now
Okay.
quickly get to the markets and begin to
Uh,
sell
this
it.
is what this is what we'll do. We're supposed to be organizing a retreat by September.
Okay,
Also double as a training. I will still talk to the MD of the Remedy at Nigeria, so we can. I think we're looking at one of the resorts on the island and the rest of it. So we have plans for that already.
okay,
Uh, there's plan for it. Maybe upon my return, I'm traveling to Casablanca on Monday and to Guinea-Bissau maybe on Wednesday. So I should be returning back in a week or two. So but for the training, we have plans for the training, and hopefully by next month we'll have a date. Before the end of this month, we must have agreed on the date, the venue, and the members of the global clusters who are interested in, for the training would also be part of the training.
okay. That's fantastic. That on the latter note, I wouldn't mind if you can drop the phone cure with the global cluster president so that we can be going through it before the
No,
training
I will.
starts. We need to
I
learn, we
will.
need to read, understand it more before you have a one-on-one training with us. That will
And
go a very
another thing I would really would want to advise. Um, we have a 96 megawatt in the Swaziland. So
Swaziland.
Swaziland,
Okay.
just very close to South Africa. Now they call it the Kingdom of Eswatini. So what I'll do is we might need just one or two persons from global cluster to come and
Okay.
see first how this installation process is happening.
Wow, fantastic.
So we would,
That's great.
we would, we would
And I wish to be the person though.
yeah, we would cover the
Like two
Okay.
explanation.
people. Then I'll be number two, right?
Have you?
One,
I can't I can't stay silent.
Have you?
Good
I can't wait
afternoon.
to. I
Good
can't wait to
afternoon.
see.
Oh. Me too. Anyway, I have a question, please, before the life ends.
Okay,
All
all
right,
right.
okay, all right. Please hold on, please. I wouldn't know. Please, has he answered your question, sir? Before
Oh,
I
yeah,
ask.
yeah. I'm
Oh,
good. I'm
okay,
good.
good. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Sorry, ma. I'll bring you. I'll bring you up right away. Let me quickly read out this. The one sent here. The first one here is okay. This is from our host, Mr. Tennyson Jaja. He asked any slide for us to have a better view. That's the first
yes,
one. Then the last one I have here. Okay.
I'll be dropping the slide on the global platform.
Okay. All right. Good. Then this one is from Madam Ikele. The training in September will be in Lagos. What of those in Abuja? So, hello, Mr. Peace. That must be the network. Hello, Madam Ikele. Hello, ma. Please, if you can hear me, kindly let's exercise patience. I think he'll be right back.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
That must have been the network. Okay, Sir Peace.
Yes, I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Good. Okay. I wouldn't know. Did you get the last question, sir?
No, you talked about the slide, right?
Okay, yes.
Yes, so I will send you all the documents you need, including the slide, the introduction document, the technology explanation, and everything you need. I'll be dropping it off immediately on the platform.
I don't know why I'm not hearing you well now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, better. Oh, good. Yes, now I can. Yes.
I said I will be dropping immediately all the documents, including the slide, the technology introduction, the explanatory document on the technology, and all documents that will help you better understand the technology.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And the second one, this one is from Madam Ikele. The training in September will be in Lagos. What of those in Abuja? That's what she sent here. So I just read out her question. Thank you, sir. Can you
Yes,
answer that?
yes. I remember we had a section with some group of guys in Abuja. We can as well also um, have that of Abuja taken care of. Yes, we can. I remember we had one in was it Grand Ibro Hotel in Abuja? Yes, I remember. So we can run that of Lagos and run that of Abuja at the same time. Just after the Lagos move to Abuja.
All right, sir. Madam Bakare asked you to drop your contact. But Madam Bakare, sorry, ma'am, he's going to the ambassador has already added him to the Global Clusters platform and the ARE. Yes. So I wouldn't know if you're there. Um, he has been added. He has been added. Hello, ma. Okay, I believe you have answered Madam Mikele's question. She said, okay, sir, thank you. Please, do we have any more
Yes,
questions?
so yes,
Okay,
I've got questions, please.
all right.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much, Mr. Perez, and thank you, Mr. Peace Obichere.
Yes.
I've got a few questions here that I just jotted down. Number one, what about all we in the diaspora? Are we welcome to? Oh, is it still online? can't see him anymore.
Yes, I guess it's the network. Maybe you should just hold on. We still have
Okay,
like
okay,
20,
no,
20 minutes to go. So,
okay,
yes, yes. Please hold on, ma'am. Let's
okay,
just hold on for him to return. Let's hold on for him to return.
okay.
I also have questions for him. You know,
I think it's the network.
it's
Sorry,
the network.
Okay, it's
I
back
didn't
now.
get the question.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay,
said,
okay.
yeah, because of your network, so let me rush through it a little bit. I said, number one, what about people in diaspora, like England? I'm in England, so is there any possibility for us, or it has to be in Africa?
No, the possibility is even more in people in diaspora. We have a deal. We had a deal we concluded in London. We even have one in Mayuka, where my boss
Okay,
works. So it's um, just very recently, the DoD, that is the Department of Defense in the US, are trying to decommission their coal and their thermal plants. So they want to go green. They want to bring in renewable energy into their mix.
okay,
So as we speak now, they are running a check on our technology. Once it's done, they would they spend more than $7 billion annually for powering their facility alone.
okay.
7 billion.
So,
So people in diaspora, I had one in Guyana. In fact, let me just give you a background of the Guyana project. Mr. Powell happens to be a senior executive in the United Nations. I think he was in charge of conflict resolution during the Mandela's regime. He's somebody who is quite well positioned at the UN before he retired, and he went into power. So they had a competitive bidding in Guyana for gas to power plants. Fortunately enough for him, his company was shortlisted out of the 5 companies to generate 500 megawatts in total gas to power. So when he met us, just like, and was like, you kidding me? He called for technical sections. We brought in our CEO, we brought in our engineers from the US, and we had a very robust technical section. So he kept quiet. He was able to scale through until he was awarded the contract. So the contract was for gas to power. But do you know what he told the prime minister, the president of Guyana? He said, I'm not doing gas to power. You have already entered agreement with ExxonMobil to supply you LNG on the offshore facility. We won't need LNG. We have a technology called the paradigm power plant, and it doesn't require any of these dirty fossil fuel, stuff. So that was how we got Guyana. We also have Guatemala. So our reach is across the nations of the world. Ukraine, anywhere. US, anywhere. The power market is huge. A lot of these
okay,
countries are being powered by thermal, nuclear, hydro, solar.
grid
Like,
and all those things. Yeah.
yeah, another market I'm even more interested in is the the UAE market. As small as that country is, their generating capacity is over 200,000 megawatts. And they want to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060, meaning they want the entire UAE to be powered by renewable energy. But solar cannot do all. So our technology is also a perfect fit.
I believe that is the plan for UK as well. I think that one is, I think, is it 2030 or so ish, thereabout, for UK, the whole of UK, but it's still a talk anyway. But that's fine. So another question, please. So our involvement now, is this because I wasn't here yesterday. This is my first time of listening to you. So pardon me if I ask you a question that you've already, answered before today. But I just want to know that are we our involvement now? Are we to look for a company or a company to be able to sell to, or are we being expected to buy and sell to them? What is our role here?
Well,
Marketing, isn't it?
yes. Well, if I have the money myself, I tell you the truth, I would buy and start installing. I stay in an estate that relies on power from the grid, and the power from the, even though they say it's band A, is not consistent. If I have $12.8 million, I'll just lay down the equipment, run the cable underground. Whoever is interested is on my platform. The market is now open. It's not the way it used to be. The market is open. Anybody can generate, anybody can distribute, anybody can transmit. So as it is now, is to market the technology, look for prospective customers who want the technology, who are desperate need of power. Customers who power play a key role in their productivity. Could be hospitals, hotels, and the rest of it. So those are the kind of customers we're actually looking at. They must not necessarily buy it. We don't need them to buy it. They can come on a PPA model where they don't even have to pay a dime.
Okay.
Yes.
Later, probably not now. Later, I will need to understand what you mean by that PPA. But for now, it's not that. It's probably not that urgent. What I just want to
let me explain it. It's not something complex.
Okay.
Every power generating company is tied into an agreement called the power purchase agreement. There's
Okay,
no
power purchase. Okay.
Yes, there's no power plant in the world without a power purchase agreement. The Adele case have a power purchase agreement with the federal government. The power purchase agreement is more or less like the documents that open access to funding. So this is how it is. We have a draft of power purchase agreement. When we send you the draft, you send to your customer. Your customer takes his or her time to look at the draft, about 135, 160 pages. They look at it, and if it is okay for them, they said, okay, yes, they are ready to sign. So the moment they sign with all the necessary requirements, we come in with the funding, we install the equipment, and we start generating and start selling to them. So whatever we sell to them, that is what we buy. But we do on take or pay for 90%, meaning the minimum they can take from the power generated is 90%. Take or pay. Yes.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you very much for explaining that. That didn't take time at all. A very quick one as well for people who don't have, because obviously I'm not speaking for myself alone when I say that, most of us probably don't have or don't have any background knowledge of power supply, also on how to market a power supply. Just like the previous speaker said, is there any way? Do you have any sort of a material? I know you spoke about this PPA. But do you have any material? Because I think I have received something from from His Excellency, our global president, President Adekunle Badmus. But on that email, I understood absolutely nothing. I do not have any understanding of it. So, is there any way that we can have a package of a selling, a market material in which we can send to people, even if we can't explain much, but at least we can refer them to you if they want to hear more. You understand? So, for example, now say I'm able to market something, some of these things to somebody, and they want to understand, they want to know more. So, what seems to normally happen is people will set up a sort of a WhatsApp call between myself, the person, and you, and then you can you can explain to them, and then we take it from there, or you take it from there. You understand?
Yes, like I said, that we have a document, a self-explanatory document that gives you better understanding. I don't know actually the document that Ambassador Adekunle has, but just immediately after this call, I will send all those documents.
Okay, okay, okay. No problem. Thank you. As soon as I receive it, I will chat with you on the platform to let you know if I understand it or I'm confused more.
If there's any question, please say we're on the platform together. If
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
anybody that needs clarification, we can always jump on a call to further explain. And
Okay.
it's
Okay.
easy, it's easier, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sapis, for doing justice to all the questions we have raised. Let me quickly ask this question, sir. How can Nigeria realistically balance its dependence on fossil fuels with the push for clean energy?
Um,
A realistic balance.
I said this
Thank you,
yesterday.
sir.
I During the last administration, I met with. I had an opportunity to meet with Maman Daura, who happens to be the uncle I think the uncle to the president. And after listening to my presentation, the first question he asked me was, please, can you be the SA to the governor, to the president on low carbon economy? And I told him I was going to think about it. And the truth is, the solution to Nigerian problem is not a rocket science. So that is why when I see Nigerian signing Siemens deal, it's just waste of time and waste of energy. And at the end of the day, nothing happens. We need to begin from where we are at the moment. Okay, let me give an example. Let me give you an example. Let's use UK as a case study. The UK government has 5 grids. One has been operating since 1950 or 1960, 1940, and it has not gone down. No collapse one day. And they also have standby alternative grids in case anything happens. So these are nations that are well prepared. So now we have a grid that has the capacity to wheel and to distribute 15,000 megawatts. Well, if we generate 15,000 megawatts, to some extent, it will go a long way in help stabilizing electricity to some reasonable extent at least. But the truth is, our generating capacity is still low. We are still generating less than 5,000 megawatts. So it means we need to scale up our generating capacity and upgrade the obsolete infrastructural facility, which I think they are doing now. Is not let's just first of all let's maximize the capacity of the national grid first. And when I had a meeting with the Lagos state government, they said they don't want to depend on the national grid because anytime there's a collapse of the national grid, it seems to be lack of power in the whole of Lagos. Economy is shut down technically. So they want a situation whereby whenever the national grid collapses, there's still supply of energy. So what is the solution to that? The solution is for us to mount our plant close to the substation so that we can be injecting direct to the substation for onward distribution. Even when there's no power from the grid, there's still lights serving the people. And Lagos state government are ready, they are waiting and looking forward to generate as much as 1,000 megawatts. And we have the capacity to do this. So the truth is, it has to do with political will. The president of Nigeria said his legacy project is Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway that is costing us trillions of naira. Well, that is his legacy project. I wish we could have a president who will come in and said my agenda is one, and the only thing I want to achieve is stability in electricity generation, distribution, and transmission. So we don't have that. It's not a rocket science. It's not difficult. It's not hard. It's very simple. I remember when I've had I've had to do this in Tanzania. I've worked in Tanzania. I've worked in Zanzibar. So it is very, very. It's not. It's not. At the time, Zanzibar was getting power from Tenasco, that is the transmission company of Tanzania, and it got to a point they had issue. They had to cut them off. So I had to come in at the time to see how they can self-generate power, because most of the people, most of the companies you have there are hospitality, hotels, resorts, and the rest of it. So today they're a bit stable when it comes to power generation. So it's not rocket science, it's not difficult. It's just the political will to do it. It will not cost the government. I was telling the government, the Lagos state government, that we have a funder at the moment who says, peace, get us a deal in Lagos. We are ready to push in $6 billion. Why? Because they know Lagos is a market, sustainable market, profitable market, a market even bigger than some nations, with a very good credit rating. So, but like I said, it has to boil down to political will. We don't have that political godfather. I used to have a friend who is contesting Senate and is carrying this thing on his head like, please, the only thing I want to achieve is this technology. But unfortunately, it's not there in the Senate. So, unfortunately for us, our leaders are not seeing it the way we are seeing it. That is why there's a bit of problem. So we just want to begin to push it from the private sector perspective so that they will see what is happening. You see, the problem about our leaders is when they begin to see the change, they will begin to come after you. And that is the approach we want to. Let's push from the private sector perspective and let them working for them.
Okay, thank you, sir. When they begin to see the change, they will begin to, levitate towards that. So it means we need to do something. Something has to be done. We should not bank.
Yes.
We should not be banking on them, waiting on the government. Oh, they have to come and do this. But as soon as they see that change, as soon as we take the necessary,
they will chase you. We got an email from Keystone Bank. They said, in fact, the email was sent to our global office. They said is the Sustainable Development Department of Keystone Bank. They are looking for energy solutions to help their customers who are running diesel and is affecting their productivity, their profit, and the rest of it. So they came across our technology and wanted to partner with us. So when I had a detailed meeting with them, after speaking with them, I said, wow, are you telling me this would work? Well, I said, it's not this will work. It has already worked. What we have is not just now, it's the future. So they said they were going to get back to us. So there are customers who genuinely want this. I remember I was in Kano. I met the chief medical director of the Muhammadu Buhari Specialist Hospital. The governor pays in 3 billion every month for diesel. The man said he's not paying again. He said the hospital should go and look for me. So he will never be paying billions of diesel for a specialist hospital. How much are they generating as profit? You that are not generating up to 100 million or 50 million, and I'm spending 3 billion on diesel. I said, no, I can't do it. They have to look for a way out. So there are hotels who maybe their power need is 2 megawatts and who are running on gas. LNG is expensive. It's not cheap. You do your routine maintenances and the rest of it. And sometimes these people can be very frustrating because, in fact, I had a meeting with the national overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. It became a problem that the Jew have to come on the altar and say, God, give us a solution. These people have killed me. They will shut down the gas plant and tell that the Jew that the plant has issues. That the only side that is working is the diesel part because it's a dual plant. And they will collect billions on diesel. When they buy 2 million liters of diesel, these people will pocket 1 million. It's a diesel cabal. People are all benefiting from it. And the man is tired. He will just be preaching, they will just put up the light. Kilo Shele, this is man will say, God, what is this? You know, until I met them. In fact, I met the Diesel Kabad. You know what they were telling me? They said I have to give them $2 million. I said, we are not Chinese, we are not Lebanese, we are not Indian. So Americans don't give bribe. Unfortunately, we can't do that. If you want our solution, let us know, we'll come and install for you. They have 10 megawatt and 15 megawatt. As we speak now, the 15 megawatt plant is shut down. So they are just running on 10 megawatt. It's gas to power, a dual plant. You know, these are some of the challenges. The problem to Nigerians power issue. It's not a rocket science. It's something that could be sorted out immediately. You know.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I already dropped a message asking if anyone still has one or two questions. But if we don't have, let me just quickly chip in this question, sir. How can universities and technical colleges better prepare students for the renewable energy sector? Did you get that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Because why I
We have,
asked this question, we have a section of the global clusters where we handle a particular revolution called certificate revolution. Like not just it's not just about all the degrees you have bagged, but the skill, something you know how to do. You understand, with your hands, with your intellect, something you can, you know, do that people can, you can offer values, you can offer. So that's the reason I asked. Thank you, sir.
yes, there's a technology transfer system in place. We got a call from a company called I've forgotten the name of the company. They were the IPPs. They were actually in charge of generating power for Unilag. So they wanted to do solar, you know, and there was no land space for them to do solar. So they were looking at an alternative of putting the solar panels on the lagoon front, which is also going to cost them more money. And they came to us. They were excited about the technology, and they were supposed to get back to us. So basically, we've got two offers from a university in Calabar. In fact, they've sent in an LOI. They've signed the memorandum of understanding, and they are waiting for us to proceed with the financial foreclosure. Yes, one of the biggest challenge in the university education has always been power. The reason why you see students protesting is because there's inadequate supply of power, especially when they need to study and the rest of it. So this is a big challenge, and that was why the federal government made provision for 180 billion naira for what? For solar. The question is, solar is not sustainable. They will build it. They will start changing panels, start changing battery. After 3, 4, 5 years, you see they will abandon it. You know. So why not go for something that is sustainable, something that is lasting, and something that is affordable? So, like I said earlier, it boils down to the link, it boils down to the contact, it boils down to who we have, who is pushing what for us, and how very influential the individual is. So that is just what it is. We have hundreds of we have over 120 federal universities who have been looking for an opportunity to go off the grid so that they can self-generate their power. And we are ready to partner with them through TED Fund, the Tertiary Institution Trust Fund. But like I said, we've sent in a letter to the Ministry of Education. The last time they called me, they were asking for you have to give us money. I just see these people are, government people are never serious. So they are not there to help the people. So this is something that will benefit the system. This is something that will benefit the students, and they're already sabotaging it by asking for money upfront. So we actually didn't proceed with that discussion, even though they are still calling. So these are some of the challenges we are facing. But like I said, yes, there's technology transfer. During the course of installations, a student of the university will come, they will see, have a first-hand how it works, because the truth is, we wouldn't be able to bring in nuclear engineers from the US to come and start doing the O&M. So what we do is to train our own people to run the operations and maintenance, because it will be cheaper. Nuclear engineers are very expensive. For you to get a nuclear engineer for the installation process, you are spending on just one nuclear engineer, you are spending as much as over $40,000-$50,000 during the course of installation. This is how very expensive these guys are. But they are very professional, they are very detailed, and they are very good. So in the installation phase, they will come in, but in the O&M phase, there will be training and retraining for our people so they better understand how these maintenances are done so that they can continue maintaining it even when the nuclear engineers are not there. So I don't know if there's any other question.
Oh, sorry, somebody was just interrupting. I mean, I have this caller. She's just.
Hello, can I just
Oh, so
ask?
sorry.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, we can hear
Hello,
you.
sir. Peace. Can you hear me? All right.
Clearly.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Good. I have someone that has been calling, and she has called me more than 7 times now. And I think she should understand that because I'm ending the call, so she should grasp why I am doing that. Let me ask this final one, sir.
Okay.
See Nigeria in the global renewable energy map by 2035 if the right steps are taken.
I didn't get that.
Okay, sorry, it's because of the same caller. Where do you see Nigeria in the global renewable energy map by 2035 if the right steps are taken?
To be really very frank, we are not making efforts. The government are not proactive enough. The target was actually 60. They want to achieve carbon. And as we speak now, renewable energy, apart from hydro, there's no renewable energy mix in the generation capacity. So until we begin to take this thing serious, that is when we can achieve carbon neutrality. By 2030, they've estimated that for us to achieve the energy transition plan, Nigerians should be investing as much as $3 to $4 billion annually on renewable energy generation. But we've not even had a $1 million investment on that area. So it's still a long way to go, but then we will continue to make efforts. If the government are not investing, we should be bringing in FDI, foreign direct investment, that will also help the renewable energy mix in this country. But we won't give up, even though the government are not proactive enough. It is now left for individual organizations like ours to continue to push in order to achieve carbon neutrality and renewable energy development in Africa. And that is our primary goal. Like I said, we have a bank called the Renewable Energy Bank of Africa. The Renewable Energy Bank of Africa is the first privately owned green development finance institution. At the moment, we are at the verge of getting our finance house license. Basically, what we do is to fund green projects, in order to help the energy transition plan of the government. So, there's a whole lot of steps that we are taking as an organization and as individuals to really help meet up with this target. And I pray and I hope that one day we'll have a government who sees things the way we see them. And
Amen.
probably people like us. I made a post on my WhatsApp. I said how I wish we could have the likes of Adesina as the president of Nigeria, the former MDC of the African Development Bank. How I wish we could have a man like that as a president. So these are people who are great thinkers. These are people who have great mind, who have the nation's best interest at heart. But unfortunately, you won't see them occupying a leadership position. The ones that are there are just it's just unfortunate. We used to have the president's daughter working with us at the time. But it got to a point I was like, you are not doing anything. You are just sitting down as chairman of Remedy Head. When we talk right, you talk left. You don't even, it got to a point I became tired. I tried pushing her. She would tell me she's forgotten. She's this. I just realized that, man, the people in government don't have they don't have they don't have the interest of the people in their heart. So that was how we had to, terminate our appointment with the president's daughter. That is the Olashade Mujidat Ojo. And now we have the Oni of Ife, where the Oni of Ife has been very instrumental and is presently the chairman of Remedy Head. We've been able to achieve some milestone with him, very proactive and very knowledgeable in the area of renewable energy development. So, you know,
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm going to take this last question from Madam Ikele. Sorry, sir, please, can private schools, estates key in? That's what she sent here. So I have read it out. Kindly do justice to.
yes, private schools can. Depending on the capacity of energy they consume, they can. Hospitals can. If it depends on how much of the power they need. Like I said, our entrance point is 2 megawatts, so we may not be able to do anything less than 2 megawatts. So we have the hotels like the Marriott, like the Sheraton, like the Oko hotels, like the Oriental hotels, who consume as much as above 2 megawatts. Yes, they can come in private universities, teaching hospitals, specialist hospitals, and the rest of it. Yes, the general hospital in Ikeja and the rest of them, they can. They can.
All
But
right,
at no,
beautiful. Thank you. Okay,
but at no cost. You
go on,
must
sir.
make them understand that they are not paying a dime. No cost, no capital, no dime. Zero risk. We are raising the fund, we are installing, we are building. So
Wow,
that is one of our point of attraction.
wow, amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
I got a term sheet for um $384 million for a 60 megawatt project in Mali. So during the due diligence process, the Malian government failed, and I was asked to return back the investment. So they gave me 2 weeks to look for an alternative where I can push that investment. I tried Sierra Leone. The timing was too short. But after 2 weeks, the time sheet expired, the money went back. It's a development bank based in Dubai. So these are some of the things we face. You know, the funds are there. There are people who are ready to expand the reach of this technology to anywhere. Anywhere. Just let us have a customer who is willing to pay, willing buyer, and we are willing sellers. So we are good. They are not paying any dime. We are taking all the risk. We are, you for those who want to buy, it's an all-risk insurance policy, meaning they don't have anything to lose. And the insurance company we work with are Lloyd's of London and AAA, about two of the biggest insurance company in the world.
Amazing, amazing. Sir Peace, Obituary.
So,
Oh, wonderful. We are completely grateful. In fact, I am short of words right now. I know if we allow you, you could go on and on. And
yes.
I am not quite glad that, I mean, I was expecting a very large number of people today. You understand? But
Yes.
anyways, we have our YouTube there. Maybe they will send their questions to the platform. But nothing is as good as, hearing from you directly, tackling those questions, and look at the questions Madam Ikele has asked, my other chief. Look at the questions. I mean, they asked questions that anyone who does not have, you don't have foreknowledge of this thing, it will really help you. There are questions, of course, he asked some questions that he said he asked on purpose. It's not because he doesn't have any idea of what we're talking about, of renewable energy and stuff like that. But he said he asked on purpose. So we have this meeting so that we can learn, not only to learn, but to also apply what we have learned. Because with the questions people have asked, I am so sure that very soon you will hear from clusterians.
Yes.
And
I also
ambassador does not blow smokes. Okay.
yes. And in addition to what you're saying, I want to assure you. Some may ask, what is in for us? I've already given the details to Ambassador. It is money
Okay.
spinning. During the time of Fashola's stay in power, Fashola was able to renew three power purchase agreements. Three power purchase agreement when he was minister for power. So in the power purchase agreement, he had his own court there. So at the end of every month from power sales, Fashola makes over $600,000. He's not a footballer. He's not in government. So it's a money spinning business. For 25 years, if you have a deal and the PPA is signed for 25 years and there's a markup on it, maybe 1 cent or 0.5 cent, and you're part of it. So what it means is every month you get your money in USD because it's domiciled in USD. So it's financially rewarding, unimaginable. I don't want to go into that, but it's crazy. It's
Sorry,
financially
sorry,
rewarding.
sorry, Mr. Perez. Before the end of this show, can I ask Mr. Peace, Obichere? I've searched for your name on the platform. I don't know if you're using the same name, but I can't find it. Is there any way that you can? Because I would like the information package like yesterday.
Yes, let me just drop my number.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Peace, I've searched.
Okay.
Your name is there. Just
Yes.
search it. His name is there. I just
It's
sent
there.
you an email and just sent him the WhatsApp now. His name is there.
Okay.
I'm also curious about.
Yeah.
So, Mr.
I
Peace,
can't.
Mr. Peace, this shows that we Syrians we are ready to go all out, provided we have all the
Yes,
stakes.
clustering.
We are going to bombard the market. Let us have what we do need. That's all. Africa here, we are ready. We go left, red, or whatever. Even go out of the country after
England is ready too. England is ready
England,
too.
we will even you, madam, you are going to invite us to come and do presentation. We are coming. We will do that. We are ready, Australians. We are ready.
Otetola said there's no more money in oil and gas. So where money is in power.
It's for us. It's
He was
our
able to
time
come
now.
back. He was able to come back to his billionaire status after investing in power. And today he makes hundreds of millions of dollars on a monthly basis from the power sales on his plan. So we have the future, we have the now. It's about, you know, having a better life for ourselves. Because when you're providing a solution, you are um, also making money as well. So um, we try as much as we can to limit the people we work with. So we just have a couple of few agents, not more than 3. So we are focusing more on the clusterians, and just have one main principal consultant. So we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go.
Okay. Our time is fast spent, yes. But it's not a wasted time at all. Thank you very much, Sapis. Uh,
Mr. Falez, I will contact you then because I really can't find his even on the ARE I can't find it. Maybe it's the way that I'm searching. I will contact. I will DM you.
all right, no problems, ma'am. We are here for you. I am here for you.
Okay.
No problems, ma'am.
No problem.
Okay, I don't have. I think I have exhausted my questions for him, but I actually wanted to ask him how he intends to replicate himself. You know, Ambassador has taught us this system or this mind blowing experience or expression. Like, how do you intend to replicate yourself? If you're doing well, if you're adding values to lives, how do you intend to keep